I am about to get this bike out and take it for a spin because I haven't been on it because I've been busy with projects. As you can see, there's one of them. I got a whole back porch full of more. So this is Friday, so my weekend is going to be busy doing that kind of stuff. But I want to get out and ride, so I'm going to take advantage of that. Got to check everything. Got my helmet, got my camera, got my Indian shirt, and every biker needs a pocket knife, right? So here's what I use. That is a pocket knife. That's a joke. I do not carry that, but it's kind of funny because it's really huge. And we will sneak back out into the garage. And the light of day. It's like 6 o'clock, so I'm not going to get a whole lot of riding in, but enough. I'm back. Let's go mess with the kids. Why? Because it's fun. Y'all want to be on YouTube? Say hi. Do you not hear me? Said y'all are on YouTube. Say hi. Do something fun. Y'all are exciting. Whose car is this? What? Oh. What happened to her other car? Oh. Well, complain you're on YouTube. So when's the husband coming home?
He gets off at 7.
Oh, so he gets off early tonight?
And he's going to be getting off at 7 every night now.
Oh, is he? Okay. All right, well, I'm going to get out and make this video.
Okay, go make the video.
Thank you. I'll check on y'all here in a bit. You want to ride, Carson? I'll get you on a bike one of these days. And that is my best friend's family. Y'all might have saw him in another video if you watched the Mustang videos. He was the one that helped me put on my exhaust. So I had to stop and mess with him a little bit. But now we're back to the ride. And to be honest with y'all, I have been so busy, I do not even really have a topic. So we'll have to figure that out as I go. One thing very cool, I've got quite a few comments, and several of the comments are people that have went and bought the Indian Scout Bobber, and I think that is awesome. I'd really like to know the sales numbers on these, well, any Indian, but especially the Indian Scout Bobber, because obviously I bought one, so I'm kind of curious. But it seems like I I think I've only seen one other person riding a bobber in this area, so I was kind of curious how well they're selling. If you talk to the Indian dealer, they say, you know, they can't keep them in stock, but I don't know if I believe that. Seeing as how when I saw mine, they had the same 3 in there for several weeks. So I don't know. But anyway, I think it's awesome. I'm glad people are buying them, and so far all the comments that I've received, that everybody who has commented that has bought one loves it. And I'm in that category also, so I'm not wanting to say, oh, I want to kick Harley's butt or anything, because I like Harleys, but I think competition will bring innovations to Indian and Harley. I think maybe they will start doing more stuff, maybe make some more cool bikes. And, you know, to be honest with you, Harley has not had a whole lot of competition. I mean, Victory was competition. And if you don't know about motorcycles, Victory is also made by Polaris. And they have stopped making Victory now, and all they're making is Indians. Or at least I think they have. If they haven't, they're about to. But I believe that as of now, there are no more Victory. And there's been a lot of, I've watched videos on that, and there's a lot of controversy on that, and how, and in a way, I kind of understand that also. That they might have, Polaris might have, oh, that's going to make a bone. Might have chosen to do something different with the Victory line, went more sport, or, you know, use the Indian as the cruiser and use Victory to kind of compete with sport bikes and that kind of stuff, which I thought would have been probably a pretty good idea. I don't know. I understand that Polaris is wanting to focus on the Indian, which is another reason I kind of wanted to buy Indian, because it shows me that Polaris is in it. You know, it's not going to be like some of the times before where Indians made a brief comeback and then they disappeared. And so that's the advantage I see on the Victory going away, is that tells me Polaris is in it to make the Indian brand and to keep the Indian brand going this time. And that's another reason I'm curious about the sales, because, you know, sales are everything. If they're not selling, they're not going to keep making them. And like I said, I think the competition is good on all fronts. I think that it might get Harley into, you know, coming up with some new models, maybe thinking outside the box a little bit more than they have been, because they've been pretty much the go-to cruiser bike, and that's what most people want, are Harleys, because Harley's been around forever and they've got the heritage and the name, all that fun stuff. So, but anyway, back to the original point of, you know, I've gotten these comments, I can't remember the exact number, I know at least like 3, if not a few more, have commented and said that, you know, they bought the Indian and they love it, and so that's good. I mean, it's showing me that the bike's selling. I still haven't seen a whole lot around this area, but that doesn't mean anything. So that's one thing we could talk about, which I just did. So if y'all have comments on that, or y'all know sales numbers or something, some of that info, that would be interesting to find out about. I like it, and I really hope that the brand stays alive this time, and does good. And I hope Harley does good. Like I said, I think there's a room for, you know, 2 good American-made cruising motorcycles, you know. I think Indian's done some smart things. I think I've talked about this in other videos, but like the Travis Pastrana deal, where he did the Evel Knievel jumps with the Indian flat track. So I think that was really smart on Indian's part to get in on that. Obviously, the flat track racing, Indian's really kicking butt on that. That gets the name and everything out there, which should equal some sales. You don't really see a whole lot of, or at least I haven't noticed a lot of Indian commercials. I'm assuming they're doing TV advertising and that kind of stuff, but I haven't. The only thing I can remember is, the promos for the Travis Pastrana jump and the Indian in the background and all that. But like I said, I think that's a lot of good advertising right there. I also think it's cool that Indian decided to, or the last I heard is they're actually going to make a flat track version for the street. And I think the bike looks cool. I don't know if I would want one. If I had $1 million or something, I'd probably buy one. But it's probably not something that I'm going to buy. But I think it's great to have that option for people who do like. Because like I said, I think it's a really cool looking bike. So it'll be nice that there'll be another option. And that's one thing I like about what Indian's doing. They obviously got their big cruisers and all that, and that's great. I dig that, but they of course came out with the Indian Scout model, and then they just didn't sit there and ride that. They took the Scout and turned it into a bobber. And they've also got the Scout 60, which I don't know a whole lot about. I had somebody comment about their Scout 60 and how much they loved it. It's just a little bit smaller of a motor. I want to say the guy said it was 800 or 900 cc's. I don't know a whole lot about that bike, but somebody commented on my turn signals, and in the video it looks like this one's pushed forward. And maybe it is a little bit compared to the other side, but it was made that way, I guess, because it's not broken. The guy gave me a panic attack on that one, though. I got up one morning and found that comment. I had to run out to the garage, and I'm like, well, there's nothing bent or broken, it looks like. So I don't know. I haven't actually got down and studied it just to see if, but when I did, it looked like they were pretty much even, but now I'm looking at it in person. Maybe that one is pushed forward a little bit. I don't know, I have to look at it closer when I get off, but I haven't hit anything with it, knock on some wood or something. And I've noticed no cracks or nothing like that in it. I am noticing that clutch cable though is kind of bouncing up and down on that fender, and I'm wanting to say, I can't remember who it was, maybe Jay Fast on his channel, he was having a problem with that, and it rubbed the paint off his fender, and I thought maybe they'd fix that problem, but now I'm seeing it's not all the way on there. It's just like the wind's blowing it and it touches it every once in a while. I'll have to keep an eye on that. So if you do have a Indian Scout, or at least the bobber for sure, you might want to keep an eye on that also. And I should be ashamed, this thing is getting nice and dirty sitting in the garage. So I need to give it a bath, I guess. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all on the next video.